Good afternoon, Sugarcube.
Good afternoon.
Well, daylight savings was so needed.
It was, except not gonna lie, last night I was extremely hot. So I kept waking up. And then, except it makes sense that it was daylight savings because I woke up at 2:39. I was like, I felt like I had been asleep forever, and I was like, why is it only 2:39? And now I'm like, oh.
It would have been 3:39.
Yeah, which makes way more sense. But I will say, the extra hour has been nice during the day.
Yeah, I woke up at 7:30. Just woke up, I think, because that's normally the latest I would get up during the week, if not like right when the average of most days.
Mm-hmm.
And yesterday I woke up like 7:20, so about the same time. And it was so bright, and I was like, oh, because for some reason in my little like brain it's like, no, daylight savings is Sunday into Monday, not Saturday into Sunday.
Mm-hmm. That's what I always think too. I always think that it's, especially because people complain on Monday, and I'm like, but it happens Sunday.
I mean, you're still readjusting. It's kind of like jet lag, like after you fly.
But I'm also that person where I'm like, guys, it's only an hour.
I agree, and like it's there, so you could just like go to bed an hour later in this sense, or go to bed an hour earlier during the spring.
Yeah.
You could kind of account for it.
Yeah. Last night we tried to stay up later and we could not.
No, okay, so we did stay up later because we went and saw Eternals.
Yeah.
And that didn't even end until a little after midnight because we went to the latest showing.
It was so long.
Oh, it was so good though. Not gonna spill too much about it because it's very new still.
Yeah.
And I already ruined Endgame for some listeners.
Yeah.
To be fair, if you have not seen Endgame at this point,
that's different. This is a new movie.
Yeah, so I'm gonna give it some time, but I feel like there's like a period of time after which it's fine.
For me, I'm like, if it's on DVD, then sorry, it's your fault.
Yeah, I agree 1,000%. If it's on
Same
DVD.
With TV shows too, I'm like, if it's a year past, then sorry, like that's your own fault.
No, and I get that completely. If you are talking to someone and like they might have just started it, and like don't ruin it for them.
Oh, that pisses me off.
But like if like you don't think they have any intentions of watching it, that's like not your fault.
No. Agreed.
That's how I think about it. So yeah, we went to sleep pretty late, but we also took 10 milligrams of melatonin gummies. I take 5 normally during the week, but during the weekend, especially after that, I was like exhausted because I had gotten up because it was so hot the night before. And then when I woke up at like 7:20, I couldn't go back to sleep. Mm-hmm. And so being up all day when I'm not used to getting up so early on Saturdays, and then having the movie late, and then we hung out and we watched a movie with our roommates before I went to them. It was just a very long day.
It was. Especially, like, for me, sometimes my less busy days, I'm more tired because my body's like, oh, wow, relaxed.
Yeah, today has been nice and relaxing, I think.
Today's been a really good day. Except it's even though it's 3... I still feel like it's going
later.
By fast.
It feels like it's later than that to me.
I feel like it's going by fast, but I'm also like, okay, it's only 3.
Yeah, I feel like I've just been like kind of productive today, which is funny because I did not wake up feeling productive. Like until you reminded me about the podcast and recording today, I had no intentions of like getting ready. Mm-hmm. And like I know we don't record it yet, and hopefully at some point we'll get to that point, but like video record it, I mean. I just feel better. And then me and Jalen were wanting to go out to dinner anyway, so I was like, I'll just do a little bit.
Part of me wants to try to convince Cross to get pizza because he mentioned pizza earlier, and now
it sounds good.
About it. Well, and at the grocery, I was gonna get this like little personal one that I usually get. If I'm craving pizza, I get the same one. It's margarita mini pizza. Mm-hmm. It's so good. It's vegan. But they didn't have it, and I'm like, maybe this is a sign that we just need to go.
Yeah.
It. But we'll see. He already bought stuff for dinner to make over here, and I'm like,
He can save that.
He can save it for Tuesday during Bachelor.
Yeah. No, we're gonna go to Texas Roadhouse tonight because I've been craving it. And I feel like I'm gonna get so much hate. But, like, I want to go to Texas Roadhouse because there's a specific salad that tastes so good there.
People need to stop hating on salads.
They're so good.
People need to stop hating on other people liking food.
Exactly. I don't know.
Y'all are triggering eating disorders, just saying.
Yeah, plus you know what? As annoying as salads can be to make, I'm sure they'd rather make my salad than have you complain about your steak not being done exactly the way you want it.
Facts.
So.
Gang shit.
Also, like, I don't know. Steaks are very hit or miss, even at steakhouses.
Well, and it's like, if I'm craving a salad, what does it have to do with you? People take it so personally, and I'm like...
And, like, it doesn't always mean something. I just personally enjoy eating salads. You know what? If someone doesn't enjoy eating salads, that's not my business.
Exactly, and that's okay.
I have just, like, I go in kicks where I have, like, multiple salads a week, and then, like, I don't.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just about to go back into eating a lot of them now, I think.
It's kind of like how some people like certain celebrities and other people don't.
Which is what we're going to talk about today.
I'm so excited. Today we're talking all about celebrities.
Disclaimer, Lacey is much more into celebrity, pop culture, everything like that. I'm, like, kind of getting into it, and I have some pretty strong opinions, but I'm also horrible at remembering celebrity names. I did try to do some research before this, but Lacey will definitely have more to say than I will, and I'll probably just, like, expand and, like...
Yeah. I feel like for me, since I'm into pop culture, I'll have stronger opinions. But it's nothing personal, you guys, so don't take it that way.
Also, there are also people we're aware of this.
Yeah. Want to clarify too. There are people, certain ones I'll be like, no, fuck them.
Yeah, there's just certain ones. There's certain people who just don't even act like they're a part of humanity, and fuck them.
Like, I have a certain man on one of my hate lists, and you'll hear all about it.
I have a lot of women, and thinking about that, I'm like, sorry, but some of the women are just problematic.
And also, there's gonna be a lot that we don't talk about who I just probably didn't think about.
I left out a lot of the basic ones that I feel like a lot of people either love or dislike, or stuff I feel like I might mention on a regular basis.
Yeah, and then I think, too, we can ask each other, like, some questions.
Yeah, I figured if any questions come to mind,
just
throw them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't you get started?
Well, first, I need to pop open my caffeine.
I'll pop mine open as well.
Caffeine break. Here we go. Okay.
Yes. I also have a juice, but this is for after. Ooh.
Wow. Okay. So, let's start with a celebrity that I love.
Okay.
I'm going to start with two of my favorite celebrities.
Okay.
Number 1, Lily Collins.
Yeah, iconic.
Love her.
I don't know how I forgot to put her on any of my lists, but she's just iconic. I love her.
She is everything to me. I love her as an actress. I love her as a person. Love Rosie is amazing. Emily in Paris, so good. I just love Lily, and she's a really big activist for eating disorder awareness, too, which is so important. Her book is amazing. I love her. And she just got married recently, and she's really happy, and I'm happy for her. So, yes, Lily Collins.
We're in agreement. We both just love this woman.
I love her. I talk about her all the time.
Along the same lines, I feel like this one's kind of basic, but I have two kind of along the same, I have a few, but two of the main ones along the same activist trend, or not trend, but like they're like that in a similar way, maybe not about necessarily eating disorders, but other stuff. I love Emma Watson and Reese Witherspoon so much.
Interesting.
I really like Reese Witherspoon. And I am talking about Reese Witherspoon, like, specifically as a person. I haven't even seen Legally Blonde. I don't know that I've seen that many of her movies, but she's produced a lot of movies, and doesn't she run, like, a production company where female directors specifically come in and female writers?
Reese is actually a part of Daisy Jones and the Six. She's making that a series, which is a book that I really like.
Yeah, I just like what she's done for women in the industry.
Cruel Intentions is literally an amazing movie. So
Yeah, I'll have to watch it.
It's so good. I love Cruel Intentions. It's such a good movie. That's how she met her baby daddy.
Oh my god, I love her.
Yeah.
She's just adorable too.
Yeah, I haven't seen her in much. I watched Sweet Home Alabama with her in it a lot, and that's a really good movie. Otherwise, I don't really know a lot about her. Emma, though, love.
I love Emma. As an actress, as a person, she's so down to earth.
You want to know something, though? I was thinking about this because Cross and I have been rewatching all of the Harry Potter films, and I was thinking the other day about her. It's funny because even though that's what she's most known for, whenever I think about her, my first thought is always Perks of Being a Wallflower.
I can see, I think Harry Potter, but I grew up on Harry Potter too. Like, you had just recently watched it last year, or like, if you had watched it, you didn't really remember it. So I think because I grew up on Harry Potter, I always liked her because of that. But besides that, I kind of think about her activism, specifically her speech where she goes in and like, if not me, then who? If not now, then when? Like, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's like one of her more popular ones. But then she's in Perks, and then loved her in Beauty and the Beast. Everyone needs to calm down about autotune. Literally everyone uses it. And like, she killed the part, so what does it matter?
And it was also a good movie, so
yeah, like okay, and that's the thing, it was such a good movie, and I hate the live action remakes. The Cinderella one was fine. I saw it in theaters and it was pretty good, and I like the Beauty and the Beast one. Most of the other ones I haven't given the time to watch. I didn't even really love the Aladdin remake personally.
I haven't seen it.
It's okay. Like, Will Smith did a really good job as the genie. I'll give him that, which I didn't expect because I really liked Robin Williams, and obviously. But I don't know. I don't like when movies go out of their way to make something like feminist just to have it there. And it doesn't feel genuine.
It's like having a token gay character.
Yeah, or like a token black, like a token anything character. It's just like, I want it to be there, but it shouldn't be like forced, and it seems like forced sometimes.
It needs to be natural.
It does. It should just like be something about that person. It shouldn't be like, this is their entire personality because this is the only thing we care about them as a character. And that's kind of how I felt like Jasmine kind of was in the remake. So not a love for me. Like it was beautiful, like as far as remakes go, but didn't love it.
But she did great. Emma did great in Beauty and the Beast.
That one,
she deserves respect.
Yeah, that whole casting, all of it was amazing, really.
I also just think that she's such a good role model.
Yeah, like, one of the things I love the most specifically about Beauty and the Beast is, like, she refused to wear a corset. And that made me really happy because it's, like, a lot of women would have just worn it. And, like, I just think that's, like, nice because we do see all these animations with the princesses with super tiny waists, and just to be like, no, I'm not gonna do it.
Well, and it's like Emma, not to talk bodies too much, but Emma's a very small person in general, so it's just not a...
Yeah, and I think it's more so, like, about being the person who says, no, I'm not gonna do this. And hopefully that will inspire others in the industry and, like, younger girls, like, watching her and be like, wow. You know?
Yeah, I agree.
Love.
Okay, so my next celebrity that I love and adore.
Oh my god.
You know what I'm gonna say. Okay, guys, I know some people think he's overhyped, but I want to preface. 1, he can do a wide variety of, or he has a wide range of acting ability. 2, a lot of the reason I love him so much is because of his personality in interviews and red carpet stuff. Like, that's a lot of the reason why I love this celebrity. Okay, so while he might not be physically attractive to everyone, it's his personality that makes me attracted to him, and that is the Timothée Chalamet. I love him. He is one, okay, I can deal with people hating on other celebrities that I like, but he's the one where I'm like, no, you can't hate on him in front of me because it pisses me off.
I got that vibe as you were talking. You know, I don't really have strong opinions about him, for or against.
Yeah, some people are just, like, so mean when I mention it, and it pisses me off because it's kind of like loving a fictional character where you're so protective over them. That's how I feel about Timothée Chalamet.
Yeah, what I will say, like I said, I don't have strong opinions for or against. Like, what I've seen of him, I think he's hilarious. I completely agree. But I don't even think people have justifications for not liking him. Like, maybe some people do, that's fine if you see something in him that you genuinely don't like. But some people just see that people like him, and he's popular.
You want to know what a lot of it is? People see that a lot of young women like him, and they get pissed off that women like something.
Oh, no, they get pissed off that we like him, and he's not the stereotypical guy that we're supposed to like. You know, he's not, like, ripped. He's not like he's not like a Marvel actor, you know?
No, and here's the thing. So, I knew about him for a while before I actually watched any of his movies. And I always thought that he seemed very, like, brooding and uptight. And then I watched an interview with him, and I was like, this dude is the quirkiest, weirdest human, and I love him.
Yeah, I
love him.
I love his and Zendaya's friendship. You really see them, like, being goofy together in interviews, and I love it.
Yeah, he just seems so down to earth.
Yeah.
And I love him.
Yeah. Unproblematic. Like, I just don't feel like he's, like, if he had any scandals at this point, he just wouldn't be cast. But he's, like, one of the it people right now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's doing really well. His movies, like, if you look at his most known movies, like, what people tie him to, they're all completely different.
Yeah, he has a range.
He does. And people just skip out on that because they're like, oh, he's overhyped, and I'm like, shut the fuck up. I'm so protective over him.
Fair.
Mic drop. Anyways.
Yeah, like you said, you have, like, more in-depth ones. I have a lot of ones that I just, like, love, and
I have another man I love.
Okay. I want to say something I love, a woman I love, who is underrated, and I just wish people would just, like, give her credit where it's due. Lady Gaga. Like, I don't even listen to her music like that. But her music is good. I'm not saying it's bad. But as an actress and a person,
I was about to
she's
say,
amazing.
She has a movie called House of Gucci coming out.
I want to
see it so
I want to see it
bad.
so bad. It looks so good.
I told Cross when we were in the theater, I was like, I need to see that. I said it like 3 times. It looks so good.
No, me and Jalen, because you saw Eternal, so I'm assuming that's where you saw the preview for it. That's where we saw a preview, and we're like, that looks really good. Like,
it looks so good, and I've read a lot and listened to a lot on the Gucci situation, so I'm pretty familiar with it.
See, I'm not familiar with it. I think that's what makes me excited about it. No, it definitely is. And along the same lines, I really like Robert Pattinson.
That's the man I was going to talk about.
Oh my god. Yeah.
I have a newfound love for him.
Me too.
I've always liked him. Well, okay, that's a lie. During Twilight days, when I was younger, I thought he was so ugly. I didn't understand why my mom liked him. And now I'm like, oh, it makes sense. And not because of Edward, because Edward is fucking problematic. So we don't stand Edward, we stand Robert, and the way he makes fun of the Twilight movies is hilarious to me.
Yeah, I have a whole section of actors I like just because they either, like, make fun of themselves in movies or, like, make fun of movies they're in. I was like, I just love that in an actor.
And I bow down to this man for the simple fact that despite him making fun of Twilight, and despite the fact that Kristen Stewart cheated on him, he has never said a bad word about her. Never.
Yeah. I didn't even realize she cheated on him. I kind of forgot about all that.
She cheated on him with a director, to be fair.
Yeah.
To be fair, she was 19 years old. This man was like 40-something, so she was groomed.
She was groomed.
Anyway,
That's a whole...
Yeah, we don't need to dive into that. But Robert has never said a bad word about her.
Yeah, no, he never has, and I love that.
Yeah.
For,
King shit.
Yeah.
Love him.
I love him. He has a really good range, too, because the way... Have you seen Devil All the Time?
No, but I've seen a lot of clips.
The way that movie made me never want to watch anything with him in it again shows how good of an actor he is, because he made me so uncomfortable.
And let me just say, I'm not a Batman girl.
Me
but
either,
boy,
but damn.
am I ready to enter that theater when Robert is on the screen.
Have you seen the latest trailers?
Oh,
it
yeah.
looks so good.
Oh, yeah. I'm so excited for it. And even Cross was talking about how Robert's a great actor and he's really funny in real life.
No,
like,
Jalen was talking about how Robert Pattinson is for the boys now. Like, there was this whole thing on the internet where, like, we used to have him because of Twilight, the girls had him, but now he's for the boys, and I kind of, like, it makes me like him more.
I think one of the reasons why Cross loves him is because Cross hates Twilight, and he loves to hate on it, and...
So does Robert Pattinson.
So I showed him an interview of Robert where... I think it was Jimmy Fallon. He's like, are you sad that the movies are coming to an end? And then Robert goes... The fans might be. And I was like, oh my god. That's so funny.
Yeah. But he also has to recognize that without it, he wouldn't be as big of an actor as he is now.
I don't think he cares.
That's fair.
He is, in my opinion, he's one of those actors who doesn't care that Twilight made him famous. He cares about what he does and the films that he's in. He doesn't care about the fame, in my opinion.
That's fair.
I love him. What a king.
I don't know. I have a soft spot for the Twilight movies, but
I do too.
I also love to make fun of them too, though, to be fair.
Especially after me rewatching them all with Cross, I am embarrassed and I love them.
I think it's
Guilty
funny
pleasure.
because me and Jalen just rewatched the Harry Potters, and then you guys are watching that now, and you guys just watched Twilight, and we're probably going to watch that next.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we might wait to watch it with his mom, though, because she really likes the Twilight movies, too.
Fair. Harry Potter puts Twilight to a shame,
It
but
really
I love
does.
them
He's
both.
in that, too.
He is.
He's
Cedric.
in at least the fourth movie.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So, love Robert. Another man that I really, really love. Who is just a good person. Leonardo DiCaprio.
I almost wrote him down, but...
I love him. I don't need to say much about him. He's just a great person. And I think it's interesting to point out that he is a Libra moon and rising just like Harry Styles. And they have a similar vibe.
Love.
Yeah. So, love Leonardo. And then real quick, just two other men that I love. These two are mostly because I'm wildly attracted to them. But also because they're great actors, and that's Sebastian Stan and Mark Wahlberg.
Yes. I love them both.
I
don't have much to say about either of them, but I love both of them.
This is all I'm going to say, and I've told Cross this, so bless his heart. Mark Wahlberg is quite possibly the most attractive man I have ever seen.
My mom would agree with you.
Maybe that is my basic white girl showing, but something about ever since I saw him, and I know you hate it, so we don't need to talk about it. Ever since I saw him in The Lovely Bones, I have been attracted to him, and I was like 8 or 7 when I watched that.
I knew you were gonna bring up that fucking movie. Y'all, that movie had me having nightmares until I was like 19 or 20, and I thought I had like made up the scenes in this movie. Like, I was having full-on nightmares of the scene where it shows like the safe buried or something like that. Whatever. I haven't watched it. I refuse to watch it. And then the scene where the sister is trying to escape and jumps out the window. Like, nightmares. And then I saw a clip of the scene, the window scene with the sister, on TikTok, and I realized I wasn't fucking insane, and I talked to my mom about it, how could you let me watch that? And like, I know other people who were also traumatized by this movie, even though it wasn't like a horror movie or anything, thing. Which, let it be noted, I love horror movies growing up. Like, more growing up than I do now. My favorite movie when I was 3 was Killer Clowns from Outer Space. And I single-handedly gave many of my friends fears of clowns because of that movie.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I don't know what it was about that movie. It was just...
Well, while we're here, I just want to say I also love Stanley Tucci, who played Mr. Harvey. And I love him because he is an amazing actor. He has such a good range, and he is so underhyped.
Yeah.
He does incredible in everything that he does.
Yeah. I know, he is a really good actor. I just wish you guys would not point out that he's Mr. Harvey every time we see him. Not you, but Lauren will do it, because she knows it makes me uncomfy.
No, I love him for what he is, and I think that, in a way, it shows what a great actor he is, because he did make you uncomfortable, and also... That's literally one of the reasons why he was hesitant to take the role, because he knew it would make women feel uncomfortable.
Yeah. Honestly, he doesn't even look the same in any of the movies he's in, though, so if you're not into him, it's not a big deal.
I'm just saying, when he doesn't have his Harvey hair, he's not a bad-looking guy. Like, he's actually, like, for him, for an older man, I'm like, fair. I can see why my mom likes you.
Yeah. So I have a couple of men that I really like. Okay, this might be a comfort thing because I have, like, over the summer, I was really into the Hobbit movies and then starting the Lord of the Rings. So I have a soft spot for Orlando Bloom. Like, I didn't really know who he was growing up, and I feel like that's one of the names that everyone knows. But I have a soft spot for him as an actor. I really just like him. I liked his character in the movies a lot. And I'm really bad at character names, so sorry I don't remember it. And then I also, like, weirdly like Bill Hader. Yeah, I, like, love him. Along the same notes, because I want to mention this movie, because I loved him, and that's why I watched it. But I'm pretty sure you also hate this woman. Amy Schumer. I watched, what was it? Shipwrecked? I don't fucking know what it was. It was a movie they had together, and I just cannot stand Amy Schumer, but I watched it for him.
I can't stand her.
I think that's a universal thing, though. Like,
she's one of those people who thinks she's funny, and I'm like, no, you're just annoying.
And, like, she's really, like, I know some people can find the comedy in offensive things, and sometimes, I don't know, it just depends. I guess, because I don't want to say I've never laughed at anything that could be considered offensive, because I'd be lying. But no, she doesn't do it right.
She's one of, she reminds me of a certain male actor, where I think both of these people play the same ass person in every movie they're in, and they get praised for no reason other than the fact that they're funny in the roles that they are in, but they really don't have a good range. And there's nothing wrong with being typecasted, but for the amount of hype that Amy Schumer and Chris Pratt get.
I have Chris Pratt on my hate list.
I hate him so much.
No.
I hate him.
I know it sucks because the Guardians movies are some of my favorites, but I just hate Chris Pratt. He's not even that good of an actor. He's really not.
All he knows how to do is say, like, little jokes and do his dumbass laugh.
And be a pick-me boy.
Pisses me off.
And be a pick-me boy. Like, literally. Then he was horrible to his now ex-wife.
I'm going to start sweating because he pisses me off.
He said something along the lines about, I guess his wife wasn't the person he had children with. And he said he appreciated that she gave him a healthy child.
I saw that. I do want to say, though, like, that was either he knew what he was doing or just a really bad choice of words.
True, but it just pissed me off because I already didn't like him. You know how when you already don't like someone, it, like...
No, I've hated him since the very first movie that I saw him in, which was Guardians. Right off the bat, I knew something about him was just off.
Everyone else in the Guardians movies, I really like. Like, okay, like the characters, I don't know much about the other actors. I mean, I know Vin Diesel, but he just does Groot. I like Vin Diesel, though.
I do, too.
Family.
Another Marvel actor that I like is Woody Harrelson.
Which one is that?
Did you see Venom?
No, I haven't.
Okay, he plays Carnage.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Woody Harrelson, he played Haymitch in The Hunger Games. He was in The Edge of 17. He's another great actor with a wide range.
No, he's really talented from what I've seen him in. He's very talented. Want to know, you're going to agree with me, a Marvel actress I can't stand, like, beyond belief.
Who?
Brie Larson. She is horrible.
I hate her in the Marvel series, but I don't mind her, actually.
Okay, so Marvel related, but not the Marvel's movies themselves. But she came in right before Endgame. Her movie was the movie right before Endgame, and
I never realized that.
Yeah, she was only in her movie and Endgame, and so she was only in it for like 1 year. And in interviews, she was just acting like her name is Captain Marvel, so she was it. And she didn't, like, okay, it's not really her fault. Her character is horrible because they just didn't write her well, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. I don't remember too much about her movie because, one, it wasn't my favorite. I didn't hate it. I liked it more than I thought just because of how much other people hate it. But they didn't give her that good of a backstory, in my opinion. And Jalen was pointing out last night, because we happened to be talking about it, and like after we watch Marvel movies, we just talk about what's coming next and stuff. Sorry, but and we were just talking about her, and we just like her comic books like came out maybe in the 2000s, and like all of these other people from the first like universe that we're transitioning out of, with some staying, obviously, like they've been around for decades and decades.
The 40s. Yeah.
So it's just like interesting, and even some of the characters we're seeing in these newer movies have been in the comics for longer than she is, and we just feel like there wasn't a reason to really put her in. I'll never forgive Marvel for not giving Black Widow the first like female led movie.
Oh my god, they did her dirty.
Yeah, and she like made such an impact on everything, and then she didn't even get to be in the girl power scene in Endgame.
See, when I started watching Marvel movies for the first time last year, I went into it not knowing a lot about the characters, only knowing a little bit about Iron Man and Captain America. Didn't expect to love her as much as I do. Widow's my favorite.
I think She's my favorite too.
I love her.
Yeah.
Queen.
I'm gonna miss her. But I think they really gave her, she had like the best story.
Yeah,
she
I agree.
Really did. While we're on Marvel though, I love Robert Downey Jr. I just think he's so funny, like as a person too.
And I think he's really inspiring.
I do too. Another actor, do you have anything you want to say about Robert Downey Jr.?
Mm-mm.
Okay. I think John Krasinski, sorry, I might have messed up his last name, I'm not great, but I think he's so funny and he's so inspiring. You know who I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. And then I love Emily Blunt too. I think they're so funny together.
They're cute.
And she's such an amazing actress. Like, she's the actress, like, for like the UK and everything. But I think just hearing John Krasinski's story about how he was in New York and nothing was going right, and the only reason he stayed in New York 1 extra month than he had planned to try to see if he could make it, and then he landed at The Office.
Aww.
And then just the stuff he's done after The Office. Like, okay, I think The Office is a pipeline because the guy who played the Jim character in the UK office, the one that came before the US office, he is Bilbo Baggins from The Hobbit. So they both went on to like pretty big movies. Like, even if you don't like The Hobbit, it's a big movie for a lot of people, specifically like our World War II loving like dads in our friends' lives. I mean, not us, but I really like them.
Yeah. Speaking of a New York boy that I love, Dylan O'Brien.
A king.
Unproblematic. Unproblematic. And also, just a quick shout out to Adam Brody, who is just Dylan O'Brien, but like 10 years older. Adam Brody was in the OC, my favorite show.
I need to watch that, but I can't find it anywhere.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Is it a sitcom?
No.
Okay.
It's like a drama. It's a drama series.
Okay.
It's on HBO. It's been my fave. Okay. That has been my comfort show since probably like freshman or sophomore year of high school. I always say my favorite show is Dawson's Creek because there's a couple on there that I love so much. But in reality, The OC is the show that I can watch whenever. It's the show I always go back to. I love it. And Adam Brody plays Seth, and Adam Brody is... Him and Dylan O'Brien have so many similarities, not only physical, but their personalities and the way they talk. It's weird. But yeah, so...
I love Dylan O'Brien. Oh, yeah. There's... You said it all.
Yeah.
Like, he's just great. What was I about to say? I don't remember. Do you have something else?
Briefly, I'll mention the last two that I have on my love list. There might be more. There's definitely more, but these are the last two I actually wrote down. Gigi Hadid and Dakota Johnson. Love them.
Dakota Johnson. I know who she is. Will you remind me what she was in?
50 Shades.
Can you name something else?
Peanut Butter Falcon.
Never mind. I know who she is. It's just I don't think I've seen movies with her. I just like she's one of those people you know of though. You know.
Have you ever seen that interview with Ellen?
Owen Wilson?
No, Ellen.
Oh, I hate Ellen.
That's fair. But basically, in the interview with Ellen, Ellen's like, "Why didn't you invite me to this party?"
Yeah.
And then she's like,
I did.
Ellen, I did.
I didn't realize that was her. Okay.
Love her. She's
That's
a
so
queen.
funny.
She's a Libra. Love. Yeah. Can we talk about people we hate?
I have one more I want to say that I love.
Ooh.
I love Lorde. Like, she's so funny to me. And, like, she faced a lot, I feel like, becoming a celebrity when she was, like, 16 with, what was it? Royals.
Yeah.
And just everything she's gone through. I haven't really gotten to listen to her new album, but I did love her second album, Melodrama. And just, like, watching her on that, like, Hot Wings show and just, like, this is so good. Like, in the show's clips of other people, like, dying at that heat level, she's like, this is so tasty. Like, and I just thought it was so funny.
You want to know, every time I think of Lorde, I think of the character from Brave. The, like,
Merida?
Irish girl. Yeah.
That's so fun. I get it. I get it.
That's all I think of.
What was I about to say about Lorde? I keep forgetting what I'm going to say.
She's great, though.
No, I really like her.
She works a lot with Jackie Antonoff, who's another celebrity I love.
Does she? That's the guy that works with Taylor, right?
Yeah, and Lana Del Rey.
That makes... Yeah.
He works with them three the most. He's the lead in Bleachers.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
See, now that you say that, I'll remember it.
Yeah,
I'll remember
makes
who
sense.
he is.
Shit's adding up.
No wonder, you wanted to go to see Bleachers a lot. That makes a lot of sense now.
And, well, actually, I really liked Bleachers before I realized that it was Jack.
Oh,
and then
isn't that nice?
When I saw that he was working with Taylor... on You Are in Love, or like she wrote it for him, then I looked him up because I was like, who the fuck is he? And I was like, oh,
makes
Bleachers.
sense.
Yeah.
Okay, but we can talk about celebrities we hate, and I just want to talk about this person first, just because I feel like they've been, at least in some TikTok and some pop culture news, so I feel kind of educated, and I think you might know a little bit about it, but it's more theatrical, so I don't know how much you know, but I don't like Dove Cameron. So, let me explain.
Yeah, that's fair. She seems like a bitch.
Let me explain. So, when I was in high school, my freshman year, I was in show choir, and I had gone to this really big show choir competition, and one of the schools had flown from California to Ohio for this competition. It was, really big. And Dove Cameron had gone to that high school and was in show choir, and everyone, she is such a nasty bitch. She is rude, so entitled, blah, blah, blah. And then I just feel like she is making everyone hate Ariana Grande for getting that role in Wicked, because I think they're making it a movie. And Dove Cameron's like, well, it was my dream role. I was like, okay.
No,
You're not entitled to it.
Pretty much, on Twitter, mostly everyone thinks she's a bitch. So,
good.
Seems valid.
TikTok loves her, and I just don't get it.
I mean...
She's still a person, like we said,
yeah.
what? Don't go and hate anyone.
Yeah, sorry for calling you a bitch, Dove.
Yeah.
But speaking of Ariana, she's one who I think's overhyped.
Yeah.
Her music sounds the same. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's like The Weeknd. His music sounds the same.
Oh my God.
Every song.
I can't agree with you because Jalen might break up with me if I agree with you. Some of his newer stuff, because Jalen's always shows me his new songs. He just did a song with Post, though. Well, Post, I'm kind of like, he's kind of overhyped, too. But Post in The Weeknd just came out with a new song, and I don't like it. Like, it just sounds weird to me. And Post is, like, such a good singer, so I don't listen to his music, but I know he's a good singer, so I don't know why he's going into this, like, talk rap, like, monotone thing. It's, like, you can sing. I don't know. I'm just not that. That's not my type of music, though. I guess so. I don't want to like hate on him. To me, yeah. But to some people, they really like that stuff.
And I don't know
why. No. Also, you know what? This is just, I have to say this about music groups in general. If it is one person and the name sounds like a band name, do not get nasty with me for assuming that it's a band.
Facts.
Because I assumed The Weeknd was like 2 people for some reason. Like, I'm sorry. Or, like, I'm trying to think of other bands that are, like, or other people that go by, like, a band name. And I'm just like, okay, like, that's fine. Do whatever you want. But, like, don't get nasty with someone just because they don't know that.
Yeah, if it sounds like a band, like, whoopsies.
Why would I not assume it was a band?
Speaking of music, these 2 people I can't fucking stand. These 2 are celebrities that I mentioned to Cross, and he was like, I told him, I was like, I hate them, and he goes, I love you.
Who?
I hate Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello.
Okay.
I hate them.
I don't completely agree with you. I used to really like Camilla's music, and I feel like she gets a lot of hate that is kind of unnecessary, but I don't, like, love them. Yeah, Shawn Mendes annoys the fucking shit out of me. Like, I've never liked that man.
Oh, yeah. I will say he annoys me more than she annoys me.
Yeah. No, I see where she annoys you. I just don't feel as strongly about it.
And here's the thing. If they weren't together, I would probably be annoyed less by them. But the fact that they're together and I already didn't like them, it's just like they were asking me and I hate them.
Yeah, and it's like the opposite when you like 2 celebrities and then they get together, it's like the best thing. Yeah. And like when you already don't like 2 celebrities, it's like, fine, you fucking deserve each other, but fuck you.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Oh my God, but I just can't stand them.
Oh my God, this is going to be so controversial. I hate Madonna. I really just think she's a horrible person.
I don't know a lot about her, actually. I don't care to know enough about her. She annoys me.
Yeah, so...
She's just boring.
I think my thing is, and maybe people who don't like Lady Gaga aren't going to care about this, but Lady Gaga was compared to Madonna a lot because they both have that, like, little quirky thing. But Lady Gaga's so much more talented than Madonna. Madonna can't really play instruments. She doesn't write any of her own shit. Like, she's very just like a doll for the music industry. And Lady Gaga is so much more than that. And just how Madonna has treated Lady Gaga because of people comparing them. Mm-hmm. It's just, like, unjustified, I think. There's, like, no reason to be rude and nasty to someone who has done nothing to you. And, like, it's hard for me when they, like, name someone, like, kind of music royalty in the way that, like, kind of like Madonna, Michael Jackson, a lot of those people. I'm just like, why do we need to be naming royalty for music? Like, I don't know. It just, I feel like it makes people shame people for not liking them, and it's annoying to me.
In my opinion, I'm like, why is it that we need to compare celebrities to other celebrities? Like, I hate that people are like, Olivia's the new Taylor Swift. I'm like, no, Olivia Rodrigo is her own fucking person.
Literally. And they're very different.
They're so different.
Just because she might have herself been inspired by Taylor doesn't mean we need to compare them. Yeah. And, like, you can and I feel like when people compare like 2 musicians, so let's say Taylor and Olivia, when you compare Olivia to Taylor, all it's going to do is anyone who hates Taylor is not going to listen to Olivia because of that comparison. Mm-hmm. even if they might have liked Olivia's, even if they didn't like Taylor, you know, kind of thing. So I just, like, just let people make up with their own mind about celebrities. Like, you can have a mature conversation, I think, like, about, like, celebrities you do or don't like. But, like, I don't know. I just don't like when people, like, make you feel bad about liking a celebrity. Unless, like, they did something really shitty.
Yeah.
Then I don't really care.
Speaking of shitty celebrities, Chrissy Teigen.
I have her on my list. I fucking hate that cunt.
Yeah.
Oh,
don't you just
I guess I shouldn't have said that word. I'm sorry, you guys. I promise I don't use that word in, like, the very hateful way that everyone does. It's just, like, one of my favorite words. Sorry.
Anyway, Chrissy Teigen, though, can't stand her. And then another one that I think uses the, oh, I'm so funny, I'm so quirky. When no, you're just annoying. Jennifer Lawrence, can't stand her.
You're gonna hate me. Okay, so I don't love Jennifer Lawrence, but I don't hate her, but I hate Shailene Woodley. I feel like she tries so hard to be with Jennifer. I just said we shouldn't compare celebrities. I'm being a hypocrite. But I don't like Shailene Woodley.
No. You know what I think? And that's fine that you don't like her. Personally, I do. But it's fine that you don't. I think Jennifer Lawrence is one of those fake-ass bitches who thinks she's quirky. Shailene Woodley, I think she just is a bitch, and she owns it.
I just think Shailene Woodley is not talented.
Okay, there's this one interview of her that I love where the interviewer is like, I'm starving, are you? Or no, she says something like, are you starving? I am. And then Shailene literally goes, then you should probably eat.
Oh, she said that to Jennifer?
No, to the interviewer.
Oh, the interviewer.
And I was like,
I don't know. I just think
Shailene
Shailene Woodley is just super irritating.
That's fair.
Like, I don't think she's necessarily, like, and you can like her, like, she's just one of the people we disagree about, and we have quite a few of those that we, like, strongly disagree about. I just feel like...
I think you think I like her more than I actually do.
Maybe I do, just because I strongly dislike her. I just feel like she's one of those actresses with no range, and she doesn't add a lot of personality into the character she plays. And then, like, I don't really care for her as a person either. Like, she's just kind of there, and I'm just like,
I think her birthday's coming up. She's a Scorpio.
You
want to know a man I don't like?
Ew.
Ben Affleck. He annoys the fuck out of me.
He's not good. Like,
well, no, here's the thing. I think he's actually a really talented actor. I just can't stand him. Except, this is the weird thing. I can't stand him, but him and Jlo back together, I'm like, oh my god, yes! Like, Bennifer.
This might sound bad. I don't not like Jlo. I just don't really care. Like, I want her to be happy. She's very talented in everything she's done. It's just, I was not in that era, you know?
I wasn't either, but I think it's just me loving pop culture.
Yeah, no, that's completely fair. I think Jlo's too good for Ben Affleck, but that's just personal. And again, I don't like to say that shit because I would hate if someone said that about me in, like, my relationship.
And then you have me, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, well, I don't...
Jlo probably is too good for him. He seems like an asshole.
But men are men.
But men.
Men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Valid.
That's just how I feel.
Okay.
You know who I don't like? Hold up. I don't like Tom Cruise. I don't know what it is. I just don't think he's talented.
He's a shady-ass motherfucker is what he is.
Yeah.
I have very strong opinions about him.
Yeah, go on then, because I just don't. I get a bad vibe from him.
He's shady as fuck, and... he's one of those celebrities where I'm like, I get a vibe that if I met him in person, I would be extremely uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And maybe I am just slandering him right now, but I just, something about him. And he was with Katie Holmes, who is precious to me. She was on Dawson's Creek, and there's some shady ass in their marriage, and I don't know. He just bothers me, so...
You know who I don't like?
Who?
Leah Michelle.
You just triggered me.
She awakens another level of dislike that I didn't know what was possible in me.
I think the sight of her crying makes me want to throw my head against a wall.
She just treats people horribly is what it is for me. She's super, like, I don't remember exactly what it was, if it was racist or homophobic. Maybe both, but, like, she is, like, just has a lot of prejudice in her, and she treats other fellow actors and actresses and, like, the crews of what she's in, like, horribly. And I just, like, hate people like that.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which, I think I read this about Hailey Bieber, but hate Hailey Bieber for the same reason. I could be wrong. I don't really keep up with the Biebers.
Something you heard on a podcast.
Okay.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Sorry, guys, we're not going to go into that.
Yeah, I don't want to go into it. I just noting I don't like her. And also, if you listen to anything, I love Selena Gomez, so maybe I'm just partial.
Love Selena.
Yeah, she's a queen. I'm so happy she's back in acting. Like,
yeah, I
haven't watched it. She's an amazing actress. I don't listen to her music like that, but there's nothing wrong with her music.
I like her, not to be that person. I like her older stuff. I respect her new shit. But I love her just as a person. She just seems so sweet. And just herself.
While we're kind of on this, I don't know how you feel about this person. I love Miley Cyrus. Like, I loved her in the Hannah Montana days. I loved her when she left her Hannah Montana days, and I love her now.
She's one that entertains me, and I'm just neutral. I'm like
That's
I love
fair.
to see her happy. Loved her and Liam together, but that's a different conversation.
I don't know. Like, I get it, and it was kind of just like, I think a lot of people, we like them because they were together for a while, and then we saw them together in the last song where they met, and it was, like, very cute story for them. But I just think it comes down to that. It's not that they didn't love each other. It's that shit didn't work.
Yeah, I get that. Are there any couples, like celebrities, that broke up and you want them back?
That broke up?
And you want them back together?
I wrote down couples I like. You go first with this one.
Okay.
Can you think of any?
This is only because I wonder how powerful they would be. And don't get me wrong, I don't want to go too much into it. I love Taylor with Joe, like Taylor Swift with her boyfriend. But if Harry and Taylor would have met now, I just wonder what would have happened with them.
I get that.
They give me the very much right person, wrong time vibes.
I get that.
So, yeah.
I want to talk about, this isn't someone I want back together, but I don't like Pete Davidson, and I really don't get the hype for him. So anytime he's dating anyone, it irritates me. He's with Kim K. So
we don't know, though. That's not confirmed.
Okay, not confirmed, but I've seen a lot of shit about it, and I just thought it would be funny.
It's okay. I have strong feelings about this, though, because it pisses me off. If the Kardashians are seen with any man, it's going to be assumed they're together.
Also, everyone's forgetting that, yes, Kim K and Kanye, like, divorced, but they got remarried when he released his album.
And also, we don't know what the fuck goes on in their marriage, to be honest. Like, we don't know. They're so weird.
I don't like either of them, to be honest. I know you like to watch, like, the whole, Keeping Up with the Kardashians, or at one point you did.
I did. I keep up with them. I love them. Guilty pleasure, I guess.
Yeah.
So.
More about a celebrity couple that broke up. I know we kind of talked about Selena and Justin, but can everyone just leave them alone about it?
Please.
Just leave
her, especially her. God.
Let her have peace. Like, you know.
Literally.
That shit was so traumatizing for her.
Yeah.
A couple I wish I was alive to have seen is Britney Spears and Justin Timberlake. I would have.
The denim. Okay, wait. A celebrity couple where I'm like, damn, I wish he wouldn't have cheated on her because they would have been immaculate. Chad Michael Murray and Sophia Bush. Sophia Bush is another celebrity I love. And I can't believe the man would ever have the audacity to cheat on her.
Yeah.
I feel so strongly about this. Chad Michael Murray gives me bad vibes too, even though I love him. He's like my problematic fave. Not that he's problematic. I just mean he's like He gives me fuckboy energy, and I love him.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
But I have a lot of celebrity couples I love.
I like that you pulled them up because they're on my list. Freddie Prinze Jr.,
Sarah Michelle
Gellar, sorry.
Love them. They're like such goals. They make
so
me
cute
warm and
together.
fuzzy. Love. And like it's so cute, like when you show like a kid the Scooby-Doo movie, he's like, yeah, they're still together. And they're like, oh, like in real life.
They're together in real life, guys.
And then I love Meghan Markle and Prince Harry.
Oh, yeah, they're so cute.
Which I want to ask you a question. This is kind of on topic with celebrities. But okay, so I feel weird about like politicians being celebrities. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So do you think it's the same with like the royal family? Because like they don't really necessarily I don't know the British government. I'm not very educated. But like they have like parliament and prime ministers and everything.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just don't know how I feel about like, and I know Meghan Markle was an actress, or she might become one again now that they're not in the royal family and she doesn't have to follow all the rules and shit. But I don't know. I just was wondering your thoughts.
So what's the question?
I don't know anymore. Like, how do you feel about the royal family kind of being like celebrities?
I mean, I think it's like with Harry and William, I think it makes sense because they were like, we've seen them grow up, so it makes sense that they're celebrities in the same sense that, not to compare royalty to the Kardashians, but like Stormy, Kylie's daughter, is going to be famous just because we've seen her grow up.
Yeah, that's fair.
So that's kind of how I feel about it.
Yeah, and I just think, I don't want to talk too much about it because it makes me really sad. But, like, everything that happened with Princess Diana was really sad and tragic. And maybe if they weren't considered, like, celebrities, things could have ended differently.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. But that's, like, all theory and, like, you know.
Maybe if the royal family wasn't so fucking shady, things could have ended differently.
Agreed. Okay.
Speaking of the royal family, though, real quick, I just want to say a celebrity I think is misunderstood is the one playing her, like playing Diana in a movie, Kristen Stewart, misunderstood.
Yes.
That's all I'm gonna say.
I really like
just
Kristen Stewart.
Little side note.
Yeah, I think that most of the people in Twilight got better afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe, as much as I love it, maybe Twilight should have stayed a book. I don't know.
Well, and I think just with it being made at the time that it was, it makes sense that they turned out how they did.
And it did.
People read too much into it, in my opinion.
True. I think people just want to hate it because it's cool to hate it. It's kind of the same thing we were talking about with Timothy.
Yeah. I think it's, a lot of it's just, it gives them something to hate. So.
Celebrity couple everyone loves. Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. Mm-hmm. They're the celebrity couple, in my opinion.
Yes.
And I just love them because they're they're both individually talented. Like, I love them both on their own and love them together too.
Yes, I agree. Any other ones that you love together?
Couples, I've talked about this before. I like Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher together. Yeah. We've talked a lot about them, I feel like, though.
Yeah. Two other couples that I wish were back together. With respect, though, because I know the men are married, but the women aren't in both of these couples. I wish Paul, Wesley, and Phoebe Tonkin were back together. Love them. Incredible. Love Paul, by the way.
I had him on my list,
God,
too.
I love him. Love that man.
Love him.
Stefan, underrated. Damon is fucking problematic. I'm rewatching The Vampire Diaries for the second time, and it's very eye-opening.
I'm blind to the red flags.
No, I can't.
Anyway, second couple.
And then the other couple, Adam Brody and Rachel Bilson. I wish they were still together. But now he's married to the girl that played Blair on Gossip Girl, which is fitting. Love her.
She's gorgeous.
Leighton. Yes.
Oh, she's so pretty.
So, yeah.
This is just, like, I love Penn Badgley.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I love, like, when he talks shit about stuff he's in. He's one of those.
He is.
He talks shit about you. He's definitely talked shit about Gossip Girl, I feel like.
Probably.
He doesn't like a lot of the characters he's played, and I think it's so funny to me.
It makes sense for him.
Yeah.
He was in John Tucker, and I always hated his character.
I love that character.
I hated him.
Another actress I think has a really good range, though. I love Lisa Kudrow. She played Phoebe in Friends, but I actually really liked her in Easy A. Oh my god, there was another movie I really liked her in, and I can't think of it. She played the counselor in Easy A, though.
Mm-hmm. Well, it made me think of Emma Stone, and Emma Stone made me think of Amanda Bynes. I miss her.
Amanda Bynes got so wronged by this whole industry.
I have such a soft spot for her.
Me
because
too.
if you guys didn't know, I haven't mentioned it that much. I have 3 favorite movies of all time. Flipped, Titanic, and She's the Man. She's the Man. Okay. You know that question where people are like, if you could watch any movie for the rest of your life and never get tired of it, what would it be? She's the Man for me. I could watch it. I probably have watched it more than 100 times. I've loved it since it came out, and it just makes me sad because Amanda Bynes deserved better.
She really does, and we see all this attention with Britney Spears, which, thank God, like, it needed to happen, and I'm very happy that everything went the way it did, or not, okay, that Britney's getting her justice in a way, but Amanda Bynes is in, like, the same situation, and no one cares, and it's just, like, irritating to me. And she was like our childhood in so many different ways.
I've watched almost every movie she was in. I loved her when I was younger. Damn.
Yeah, she's so amazing.
She was in a movie with Channing Tatum.
Who is not as attractive as everyone says, but
I love him. But I only love him because he was Duke Orsino, so...
Was that his last name in that movie?
Mm-hmm. Just like the play.
There's a play? Oh, wait, it's based off of Shakespeare.
Yeah.
Girl, I don't know poetry. I don't know plays. Like, I know I talk about...
I don't either. I just know She's the Man.
Yeah, no, She's the Man.
Yeah.
Very good.
Okay, I have a fun question.
Okay.
What's a celebrity that gives you the ick?
Oh.
Taylor Lautner for me. He gives me the ick. I look at him and I'm like, how did I think he was hot?
I really have to agree with you. I don't know if you've
seen... He seems like a nice person.
I don't know if you've seen this movie. It's an Adam Sandler movie, and I really like Adam Sandler. I know that's unpopular, but I did not love this movie. It wasn't bad, but, like, I don't know. It's The Ridiculous Six.
I haven't watched it.
And Taylor Lautner it's like an old Western type movie, which is not my thing, but I was watching it because Jalen wanted to watch it. I'm trying to be better about that. And he just played, like, the stupidest person ever, and it was just, like, I don't know, I felt insulted for some reason. He just, like, irritates me. I'm trying to think of other celebrities that just give me the ick.
Nicolas Cage gives me the ick. He scares me.
I am not really... Okay, you know what? I might agree with you, because he's National Treasure, right?
Yeah, and I just love that movie, but he makes me uncomfortable.
You know who gives me the ick?
Who?
Ben Stiller. I don't know what it is. I just do not like... But I love The Night of the Museums, which is Ben Stiller, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like those movies. Those movies don't bother me that much, but him and other stuff makes me so uncomfortable, especially when he's trying to be, like, a serious character. It makes me uncomfortable.
I know you haven't watched Stranger Things.
I watched the first season. I just didn't finish it.
The guy that plays Jonathan, the older brother, he gives me the ick.
Yeah. The actor or just, like, a character?
Both.
Okay.
I mean, the character was literally taking pictures of Nancy having sex with her boyfriend in her bedroom.
Yeah.
But, you know, people tend to ignore that because, oh, Jonathan's quirky. He's a loner. No, he's fucking disgusting.
Creepy. Creepy as hell.
And also, I'm a Steve girl. Shout out to Joe Curie because, hello, he's another one I love and I'm attracted to, and I forgot to mention him.
Yeah. No.
Love Steve.
I haven't really seen anything with him in it, but he's very, very attractive, and I haven't heard anything I don't like.
Mm-hmm.
I have an actress I think is underrated. I'm probably going to say at least one of her names wrong, so I'm sorry. Salma Hayek. She was in Eternal. She was...
I know who she is.
Okay. I don't know how to try to explain it to you, but just for people who don't know, she was the wife in Grown Ups. I assume most people know more than me, so I'm kind of explaining for myself.
Yeah.
But I don't know why. I just really like her. Apparently, she's done a lot of activism, too. But I just really like her as an actress. I don't know why. She makes me feel calm. I don't know.
That's fair.
She's just one that I feel like no one really talks about, but, like, we're like, yeah.
Yeah.
I was excited when I saw she was in Eternals because I didn't know she was.
Yeah.
Going into it.
What about a celebrity you think is overhyped?
I don't really like Tom Hanks.
Okay.
I actually have a whole
see
list.
that.
Okay. I don't like Mariah Carey. I like
No.
overrated.
No.
Mariah Carey's overrated. The only time anything by her is okay is All I Want for Christmas Is You. Debbie Ryan is very overrated, and I think she's pretty problematic, actually. I don't know how you feel about her, but that's my thoughts.
I just don't think she's hyped.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe it just seems like... Maybe at one point she was, though.
I think the only hype she gets is for the meme, and that's it.
That's fair. Okay. I think Will Ferrell is overhyped. Like, I'll watch Elf,
No, I agree with you on this.
but I don't love Will Ferrell. Like, I like Elf, which, you know what's funny about Elf that I didn't know? Jon Favreau, who plays Happy,
Mm-hmm.
he directed that. He
Oh,
directed
wow.
Elf. He
Oh my
directed that. He
God.
directed the Iron Mans, too.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
What the fuck?
A man's a whole director.
I haven't watched Elf all the way through, though. Ever.
You know Lauren's gonna make us, right? She loves it.
And I'm not going to.
Oh, you don't like it?
No,
I don't know.
From what I've seen of it, I don't care for it.
It's just kind of
Yeah.
Steve Carell, I think, is overrated. Like, I don't hate him. I just think he gets, like, everyone acts like he's so much funnier than he is.
No, if you want to watch a really good movie with him, watch Beautiful Boy.
Okay. See,
He's in it with Timothée Chalamet, and it's a serious movie. It's so good.
I think I actually like when Steve Carell plays more serious people.
It's such a great
because
movie.
when they put him in a comedy, it's, like, really, like, weird and, like, I don't know. There's definitely a market for everything, I guess, but I don't know. And then the last one I hate, or, like, think is overrated, because I already kind of talked about Pete Davidson being overrated. I think Simon Cowell is overrated. I don't know.
I think most people hate him. So.
Yeah, but, like, some people, like, hate him. I was like, no, I just hate him. Like, I just think he's a shitty person.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I think people like some celebrities that are just assholes because they think it's funny. And I'm like, no, they're just assholes.
I like some celebrities who are kind of bitchy, but, like, not, like, horrible people, you know?
Yeah.
I think he just treats people bad.
I'm trying to think of overhyped ones that Ooh. Okay, I have two.
Okay.
Demi Lovato
Okay.
and Beyonce.
I agree on Beyonce. I'm neutral about
But
Demi.
I will say, with Beyonce, it's probably just because I'm not into her music, so it's more of like a personal thing. But all of this is personal, so never mind.
Yeah, with Beyonce, I agree completely. Like, I don't think, like, I'm not saying she doesn't deserve what she has. I just, like, don't understand. Like, I don't think she's necessarily any more talented than any other pop star out there.
Here's the thing. I feel like people make you say she's Queen Bee, and I'm like, the only Queen Bee I know is Blair from Gossip Girl. Sorry.
Yeah, and I just feel like, maybe it's just because I'm not into her, but I don't really see anything more than just her music and then her drama with her husband.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Her
true.
okay, what I will say, her maternity photos were everything. I really liked her pregnancy photos. I thought they were beautiful.
She's so beautiful.
No, she's a goddess, but like I'm not saying that because of who she is. Just it's like she is a beautiful person. I think she is overhyped.
Mm-hmm.
And she's one of those people that people like justify like being mean to someone for not liking, and I just don't like that.
Mm-hmm. Fair.
Now, along this kind of the opposite. What celebrities do you think are hyped but like they deserve it? Immediately, I think Zendaya and Tom Holland. Personally.
Okay.
That's just me. Specifically Zendaya, but I just have a soft spot for Tom Holland.
See, for me, I'm more like, I think Tom deserves the hype more than she does.
Really?
I think he does more.
He does do more, and I just really like his personality.
I love her.
Maybe I'm just biased because I think she's so fucking attractive.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's facts. Oh my god, her in Euphoria. Wow.
Yeah.
She's so good in that show. Same with Jacob Elordi, who was in Euphoria with her. People think that he is overhyped. I think he deserves the hype because his acting in that show is incredible. And people only hate on him because he was in the kissing booth. And that's it.
Oh wait, was he like the main guy in the kissing booth?
Yeah.
I was about to say, girl, I've never even heard that name before. Now that you point that out, makes sense. I was not into the kissing booth movies. I've never watched them and I don't plan to. My mom likes them though.
Of course the moms do.
Yeah, whenever my mom asks me for recommendations, I just pick whatever shitty movie just came out that I probably wouldn't watch because I know she'll like it.
That's so fair. Yeah, my mom loves those. But he is so good in Euphoria, and people just write him off because of the kissing booth. But
yeah.
He deserved that hype.
Now, how do you feel about... her name's Joey King?
Yeah.
How do you feel about her?
I think she's a great actress. She just annoys me.
Yeah.
But I think, you know what it is, though? I think she only annoys me because people pointed it out, and now I'm like, oh, damn.
She actually doesn't annoy me. I also grew up watching Ramona and Beezus, yes. And that was one of my favorites. And I have another actress from that movie I want to talk about who I love. And I actually think is underhyped. But, I like Joey King, and who is she friends with that I like? Sabrina Carpenter. I think they're friends. Yeah, they're so cute. Like, I have a soft spot for Sabrina Carpenter. But I just love when celebrity friendships feel like a real friendship I would have, and they really just do that. And I just think it's so funny getting to see like them be goofy, and like it's not like they're not in an interview. It's just them being them. So I don't like love Joey King, but like I feel like people have strong opinions about her for no reason. Like on either way.
I'm kind of neutral. Like she annoys me, but again, like I said, it's probably just me thinking she's annoying and also hating her in the kissing booth.
The kissing booth was not it.
Not it.
Oh, but back to Ramona and Beezus. Jennifer Goodwin is amazing. I really like Jennifer Goodwin personally. I don't know much about her as like a person, but I really liked her. I watched most of Once Upon a Time, which is saying not most of it because I don't know how many more seasons they made after I stopped. I stopped like kind of during the Frozen season. I don't know if you've seen it. Doesn't seem like a show you would watch.
No, my grandma watched it, but I didn't.
I liked it when I was younger, but I really like her in everything I've seen her in, Jennifer Goodwin. So
I really like Nina Dobrev and Candace King, too.
Yeah, agreed.
Great actresses. Kat Graham.
That's,
Bonnie.
Yeah, I like her.
They're all really great. I think people also write off actors on series because it's TV series, and I'm like, no, like, the actors and actresses on The Vampire Diaries, just using that as an example, they're incredible.
Yeah, I agree. Kind of random, but how do you feel about the Sprouses? the twins.
Cole gives me the ick.
Fair.
Dylan does not.
See, I grew up a Cole girl.
I did too.
And now I like
Dylan. Yeah. Dylan and his girlfriend are so cute.
Oh, I didn't realize he was dating. See, I don't follow them like that. They're Leos. Their birthday's actually the day after mine. Like, obviously they're older. I have respect for them for walking out of Disney, though. Because they were going to keep it going because they wanted to help everyone that they had grown up on set with. So they were going to do it where they started, and they start showing this kid around the hotel and everything. But they wanted producer rights. And they said no. And then, like, a week or two later, they tried to pitch them essentially the exact same idea, but with Selena Gomez as the star instead. And they walked out. And they said they haven't been in contact with Disney since. And I just, like, respect them a lot for wanting to make sure all those individuals they worked with for so long kept their jobs. But, like, I also respect them for walking out when they weren't getting, like, the respect they deserved after being the main franchise and coming up with the idea for a way to continue it if need be. So, I don't know. Cole gives me the ick now, but he didn't used to give me the ick. I do think he's kind of funny, though.
If I rewatched Zach and Cody now, Cody would definitely give me the ick.
It's so funny that I wouldn't really date Cody or Zach. Like, neither of them are really my type if I really think about it, but you always pick one, like, when you're watching. Like, even if you wouldn't have dated Ian or Paul in the Vampire Diaries, their names, Stefan and Damon. Like, you kind of pick one to have, like, a side. It's kind of like Twilight. Yeah. Even if you wouldn't really be into either of them. Because I feel like most of the time I'm not really into either of them. I just pick one to pick one.
Oh, honey, I am into Stefan all day, every day. Oh, man. I remember when Cross and I started watching The Vampire Diaries his first time. He thought I was so into Damon. And he would always be like, oh, because you just love Damon. And then when he asked me my favorite character, I was like, Stefan. He was so shook.
That's hilarious. Probably because a lot of people like Damon. For whatever reason. I mean, I don't know. I didn't watch it all, so I don't have
very strong opinions this second
But that's fair. That's fair, though.
Sorry.
Klaus,
Moving on.
Love Klaus. Moving on.
Okay. Do you have any other, like, questions?
Let me think. Trying to think.
Is there any celebrity you're weirdly obsessed with?
Weirdly?
Yeah. Where you find they're strange and you love it.
I think that's kind of how I feel about Bill Hader.
Okay.
Like, you agreed with me on that, and I feel like it's not like people don't like him, but there's just something about him ever since he's been on SNL that I've just loved. I eat that shit up.
Mine is KJ Apa. Man weirds me out, and I love it. He'll put these videos on TikTok of him dancing or making weird-ass faces, and it scares the living shit out of me, and I will replay it. I will sit there and laugh at it.
I have one. I feel like this is mainstream. I don't know. Benedict Cumberbatch.
Aww. I like him.
I really like him too. So I'm like, I don't know if that's weird, but
now that I've watched Doctor Strange, I think he's so attractive.
Oh, he's so attractive.
And I don't even care for that movie that much.
I really like the Doctor Strange movies. Or movie, it's just one right now. But I like when he's in the movies. I'm excited for the Spider-Man and then the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. It's weird how into the Marvel shit I am now because I would have never. Like, oh my god, I think I've said this to you before, but if my exes found out that my current boyfriend got me so into Marvel the way I am, they would be so beyond pissed. They'd be so mad.
Yeah.
And it'd be so funny to me.
Well, for me, it's like, there's just so much to keep up with that I never thought I would, and now here I am.
Exactly.
And now I am the person who judges other people who walk out at the end of the movie.
Oh my
instead
God.
Of saying,
I get so mad. I'm like, these motherfucking fake fans. Like, or they'll just watch the first one, and lately we've been getting two. You're like, you have to watch until the end.
You usually always get two. So I'm like, these people are stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You, like, miss key details, like, if you don't watch them. And it's, like, a part of the experience.
Yeah. You gotta stay for both of them, people.
Literally. Celebrity moms that you like.
Moms.
I'm asking this because of one specific celebrity mom. I think Hilary Duff is a really adorable mother. Like,
oh yeah.
Her relationship with her son is really cute to me.
She's another one that kind of annoys me, though.
I see that. But I have a soft spot for a few of her movies, and I just like her in interviews and stuff. But, like, I see where you're coming from. She's not one of those ones I'm like, oh my God, I love her. Everyone has to like her.
Yeah.
She's definitely for a certain type of people.
One that I like would be Hillary Burton Morgan, who was on One Tree Hill.
Okay.
Love her. Her kids are so cute. She's married to Jeffrey Dean Morgan, who was on The Walking Dead.
Okay.
So, pretty popular.
We already talked about Blake Lively, obviously amazing mother. Ryan Reynolds is an amazing father. You can also talk about celebrity dads that you like. I like Paul Rudd a lot. Him and his children are really funny.
Aww.
His son on TikTok's hilarious.
Ooh, a great mom. Angelina Jolie.
Yes.
Her and Jennifer Gardner seems like an amazing mom.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if there's other ones. Candace King is a really great one because she also has stepdaughters, and on her podcast, Directionally Challenged, usually anytime she mentions her kids, she always refers to them as, like, her kids. And then every now and then she'll be like, oh, my stepdaughter, like, oh, I have 2 stepdaughters. And then I'm like, oh, I forgot. Because, like, she just treats them like they're her own.
Yeah, and that's off topic, but it's a really big pet peeve of mine when you marry someone with children and you don't treat them like your own. I just, like, you're marrying not only him, you're marrying everything about him, and he is a father, and vice versa if it's a stepdad to a woman who's a mother. I had a friend for, like, middle and high school, and it was really toxic how her stepmother treated her and her sister, and versus how she treated her own biological children with her husband. Like, waitresses would ask her at a restaurant, like, oh, are these your kids? Like, oh, these 2 are mine, but these 2 are my stepchildren.
Well, personally, though, I think there's a difference with, like, sometimes people aren't comfortable with you calling their children yours. Obviously, I don't know that situation. But, like, I know my mom would be pissed if someone called me their child when I'm not.
My mom probably would be too, but
it
also...
It depends on the boundary.
Yeah. My mom probably would be too, but if, like, let's say my dad were around and he had gotten his shit together and he got remarried, my mom would expect them to treat me as their own, even if they don't
say I know.
That. Yeah.
I just mean with the names.
Yeah, it's fair, and it's completely individual to what both the step-parent and the stepchildren are comfortable with.
Yeah,
and
don't pull a Cinderella story here.
Yeah. Oh my God, Jane Lynch. Love her.
Oh my God.
She's hilarious.
It still cracks me up every time I watch it, where in the first one, when the stepmom is like, you're not very pretty.
Oh my God, I forget her name, but she's so funny.
Jennifer
God, we had this talk.
Yeah. Glad we had this
That sound is trending on TikTok, and it's so funny.
She said something about, like, I baked some cookies. You want some? Or something like that. I don't know.
She's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just think Jane Lynch does not fit, like, the description of a stepmother, like, for one of those types of movies. But she made it work so well.
She did.
And it was great. That was, like, one of my favorite movies growing up.
Oh, it was so good.
Yeah.
Drew Seeley. He's so hot.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, it's also problematic, but
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway, celebrity dads. Damn.
The only two that stick out to me are Ryan Reynolds and Paul Rudd. I wish I knew more because I think dads deserve a lot more than they're given.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of people put this pressure on mothers to be, like, so amazing, and dads can kind of, they're, like, praised for smaller stuff, but, like, dads should get recognition.
Yeah, I agree.
I can't think of any.
Yeah, I can't think of them
dads.
off the top of my head.
Yeah, just know there's a lot, I'm sure, and they deserve a lot of respect.
Mm-hmm.
I just think we're shown more interviews about women talking about their children, because I think interviewers are more likely to ask men about their careers and women about being a mother and a wife and that kind of stuff.
We done knew that.
We done knew that. Like, I'm stating the obvious, but, like, that might be why we can't think of too many. The only person we see a lot of doing that, I think, is Ryan Reynolds, because he goes out of his way, I feel like, to talk about his children and Blake.
Yeah. Aw,
I love
cute.
them. I really love them.
Ooh, real quick, celebrity couple I wish were still together, Rachel McAdams and Ryan Gosling. Shit.
Ooh. Ooh. Love the Notebook. It's so good.
Honestly, sometimes I think it's overhyped, but I just love Rachel McAdams so much
Yeah.
that I don't even care.
She's not really in much anymore, I feel like. Oh, wait, no, she's in Doctor Strange.
Yeah, she's in Doctor Strange. She was in The Vow with Channing Tatum.
Oh, yeah, she was. She was really good in that movie, too.
Yeah, she was in Spotlight. Incredible movie with Mark Ruffalo.
Who love Mark Ruffalo? He needs to remember that he's famous.
Daddy.
Because he's daddy, I mean.
Something about a man named Mark. And I hate that name.
I hate that name. It's like Ben.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ew.
I need to watch 13 Going on 30. It's been so long.
Oh, it's so good.
It's so good.
So many people did that as their Halloween costume.
I know. I feel like a lot of basic costumes this year. Like, not basic as in it's done every year, but a lot of people did the same stuff this year.
And I feel like, too, for Halloween, a lot of people did stuff that you wouldn't necessarily know. And I like that.
I do, too.
Like, I feel like the average person wouldn't see the, 13 Going on 30 costumes and think about it.
And you could wear that again. I would.
That dress is so cute.
I like it.
Hello.
I like it. And all that trend is coming back. Like, you know.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily Y2K, but for some reason gives me a similar energy.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Okay. Are there any other celebrities that you want to mention? Whether you hate, love, attracted, anything.
So you have other ones I wrote down, but not necessarily any I feel like really strong opinions on. I will say, I want to see more of Kat Dennings. I really like her. Oh, do you not
Darcy!
That's her name in that.
Love her, and I
love
loved
her
her on Two Broke Girls. Hello.
Yeah, she's just really funny, and I will say she does kind of play the same character in most things, but I never get tired of it.
Yeah, I agree. I love her.
Is there another actor or actress that you want to see more of, like, to close it off with? Or even a couple, if you have a few.
I want to see more of. I would love to see Lillian more.
Yeah, obviously.
Sam Claflin.
Yes.
Love to see more of him.
Love him.
Let's see. I don't know. I think those are.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Love.
Yeah. Love.
10 out of 10. Recommend.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah. But I'm actually surprised this is one of the longer episodes we've had the past couple weeks. And I was a little nervous about this one, not being too much of a geek, but about, like, pop culture. I'm trying.
Then you have me, and I was like, I know I got shit to say.
Yeah. Ugh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, but have a great week. Happy daylight savings.
Yeah, extra hour.
Yes. Happy November.
Yes.
I think this is our first. No,
We're like 2 weeks away from Thanksgiving.
Yeah. That's insane.
Crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, I haven't really been home since the summer.
Yeah.
You go home pretty often.
I finally figured out my Thanksgiving plans, so I'm excited.
Yeah, Jalen and I are still figuring out what day we're leaving and stuff, but we have a general plan, and I'm excited.
Not sure what day I'm leaving, but I know the situation.
Yeah. Yeah, we figured ours out too, so it's nice.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. But have a great week, you guys.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in.
Bye.
See ya.